Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
Un saluto a tutti.
What's up, Juventini? It is time. We are close to kickoff for Juventus and Atalanta. The preview show was wrapped up this morning, and it's going to be, hey, that's a perfect way to put it from our friend Alex P here. All hands on deck for this one. Absolutely. We do have the starting lineup, which we will go through. I'll pull up the graphic here, and we're going to need everybody to have a strong showing. So Max Allegri, again, we'll pull it up and take a look at this one together here. So Szczesny, Gatti, Bremer, Danilo as expected across the back, and even the midfield as expected. McKennie did find his way back into the lineup, which is a big boost for the team. He's been great this season for us. So Cambiaso, McKennie, Locatelli, and you see Moretti continuing on, Rabiot still out, and Alcaraz picking up an injury this week. All right, Illing Jr., Max Allegri goes to him yet again. A good decision, all right? One of the things I criticize Max for is he was hanging himself out to dry on guys that just weren't rewarding him, all right? So Illing Jr. gets a nod again. Milik is up front because Vlahovic is out with suspension, and Federico Chiesa will be next to him. This one, kind of looking at it in the preview show, flank play is going to be tough. They mirror us. Usually when this happens, the midfield becomes crucial, all right? So Moretti will be looked upon to spark up the offense, as will McKennie. I'm looking at Locatelli. He needs to have a strong showing. It's his son's birthday, all right? So hopefully he is well motivated to have a very strong game. But that's the lineup, everybody. On the outsides, I do like Illing Jr. on one side and McKennie on the other, or Cambiaso, on the other, because it does just offer that balance to us. And there's the ability for us to win some 1v1s on both sides, okay? But this is going to be a very tough match, all right? Ciao, Pino Bianconero. Welcome to the watch along. Thank you, everybody. And again, drop those likes as you pop in here. Moretti and Illing, going to be another wasted 60 minutes there. Yeah, we'll need them to have some strong showings. Let's see what happens here before we get in there. But Del, Alex P, hope for the best, fear the worst. Yeah, you know what? It's a nasty run, everybody, okay? What are we? We're 1 win, last 6 games. It's going to be very tough. But as far as, the Illing Jr. over Kostic thing, Kostic has had a ton of opportunities this season. Maybe he is gassed out and could use to be recharged, whatnot. But the balance on the left side's been an issue any way we slice it. I mean, Kostic and Danilo were getting very suspect defensively. Rabiot's not been consistent. The left side's been a little bit of an eyesore, even at the best of times through the season, in my opinion. So we'll see what happens. This one's going to be a tough one. Atalanta, they've kind of known what the blueprint is around hurting Juve, and it's forcing us to play out of the back, forcing us into the middle, and pressuring us high. We'll see what happens. But for me, the attitude's got to be on point from the outset, okay? And we have to take charge. We're at home. Atalanta's got a so-so record away from home, and they've only got 6 points against top 7 sides. We need to take advantage. We need to come out of the gate hard, and hopefully Juventus does that. That's going to tell me a lot about where this team's at mentally and whatnot, and what would need to change. But I definitely need to see that. And most importantly, second half. We need to have a strong second half. Over this run of 6 games here with only 1 win, from first half to second half, in 5 of 6 out of those games, it's been a change in the wrong direction, and it hasn't gotten better to the second half. We need to snap that trend, all right, if we're going to see success in this match against Atalanta. So we'll see what happens. You guys know the drill. Drop your predictions in right now. Let's see how everybody's feeling. I'm going to take that graphic down for now. We're not far from kickoff. What's up, everybody? Let's be positive. Fino alla fine. Hey, absolutely. It is hard under certain circumstances to get fully positive, but let's see what the lads do, all right? At the end of the day, no matter what we say, it's always up to them on the pitch. Let's get the job done. Del Axby still calling for a 4-3-3 formation. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know about the back there. I mean, it did need Danilo coming back, so let's see what happens. He's back, but I just don't think Max is making that change, not from the start. In game, though, it's got the potential. We have seen it a couple times. Hoping for a Coupe disaster class. Hoping for a full-on Atalanta shithouse and breakdown today, my friend. But yeah, see what happens. Clean top. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. I've always loved this top. I always thought it was underrated and not appreciated enough. Always loved this kit. Any guesses on who's on the back? Any guesses on who's on the back? Throw them out there. Let's get these predictions coming in here. Marco coming in here saying, I think we win today with Grinta. Hey, we're going to need that. We're going to need that because through these tough moments, that's always something that pulls us through, all right, and helps teams. We've got to have that attitude, that mentality, that approach. We'll see. 2-1 coming in from Pino, Chiesa, and McKennie to score. 1-0 Miretti with the winner there. All right. And the guesses on the back of this kit coming in here. Vincenzo G with Pipita, Dels, Chiello, Skippy, Chiellini. No, it's none of those. Neither of those guys, all right? Neither of those guys. Forza Juve, fino alla fine. Let's go. More and more of you starting to get in here. Drop a like, all right? Already went through starting lineups. I'll pull the graphic up for Juve's. I'll give you Atalanta's. I don't think there's any surprises there either from what we talked about on the previous show. One change, and that's Hien at the back. Isaac Hien at the back with Jim City and Scalvini on both sides of him. Zappacosta, Ederson, Pasalic, Ruggeri, and then Kumaners, Di Catalare, Scamacca up top. Actually, surprising that Lookman isn't in there. So a couple changes off what was projected for Atalanta. 3-4-2-1 expected with Coupe and De Catalare just kind of ahead of the midfield and working with Scamacca up top. I actually think this might help Juventus, okay? Scamacca will be ruled out by Bremer. And now we only have to really deal with, like Coupe Mainers is solid, but easier to work against than if you had De Catalare and Lookman, all right? So I actually, I think this plays better to us. The only real pacey, dynamic guy to worry about, De Catalare. Coupe Mainers can be kind of monitored fairly without a lot of intensity. So he's still a good player, but he's more build-up creativity. As far as all out on your defense and making it hard for them, Lookman and De Catalare would be those two guys. So the fact that they're not going to play Lookman in this one off the start should help Juventus and should help us get off to a good start in this one. We need a good start. So let's see. 2-0, Milik and Illing Jr. All right. We got a call for a draw here. We got 2-1 for Atalanta. Hopefully that's not the case. I want to see these guys get the victory here. So, and we need it. We need it so bad. So let's see what happens. Everybody. Must win for sure. Oh, yeah. March is going to be critical. We knew it was going to be a critical month, and it's just been a disaster. So, yeah, we got to snap the schneid, as I say. Get off the schneid and get back in the win column. And to do so against a better side. Although Atalanta dropped a couple as of late, they're still in red-hot form, all right? Still playing solid football despite that. It's going to be tough. Calvin Jones coming in here. Head says 1-1. Heart saying 2-1 win. There we go. Well, the predictions from the preview show today with myself, Omer, and Anthony were as follows. Omer actually did think that we are going to drop this game. I'm just saying that he thinks a loss is coming. Then we get to Anth 2-1. 2-1 win. He thinks McKennie gets on the goal scoring sheet. 5 corners for each team. 3.5 yellows for each team. I'm going 2-1. My tiebreakers were Juve scores the first goal and Chiesa gets on the score sheet. And I actually think there's going to be minimum two big stops from Szczesny in this game, all right? So, see what happens. Waiting for my feed to kick on and switch to the Serie A coverage, having to deal with some Prem highlights that I couldn't give less of a shit about, but here we are. Gatti with the clutch winner. Oliver saying 1-0 to Atalanta. RB Comps, what is up, my friend? Let's go. Love seeing you all here for the watch along, all right? Now, Salvatore coming in here. Going to be negative. 1-0. Juve late goal disallowed for a phantom offside. Oof. What a prediction there. You might see me absolutely rage. Should that be the case? Phantom offside's tough to come by now with this automatic thing in this VAR, but see what happens. If we get a penalty today, is Milik the one taking it? No, I would expect Fede to be the one taking it. I think Fede stepped up on our last PK, I believe, that we've received and scored it. I think Chiesa steps up and takes it if we get a PK. Oliver, simply saying, Allegri out. All right. You know what? We talked a lot about this coaching thing, and you guys have seen the short, I'm sure, that I put out there. I have a feeling that there's going to be a change. But I learned my lesson from last year in terms of wagers, the 10 kits. By the way, 10th kit will be one out of these two. Got a Bremer and a Cambiaso. So the final one, the 10th kit, will be this one. As before next week's game against Genoa, we're giving away the 84 home Ariston replica, okay? And then one of these is going out, and that'll be 10. And yeah, I have an extra one there. As you see, there's a Bremer and Cambiaso on top of the 84 Ariston. We're going to do a friendly one for the AJC team. That'll be like the 11th kit, but these guys are not eligible to win. So all these kit giveaways that we do, we're going to have a fun little contest where coming up in the next couple weeks, you'll have to vote on your favorite AJC team member. We'll open it up to all our platforms, see who they vote. And then from there, then a little competition will come after we get the votes in, all right? So we're going to have some fun with that one and give those guys a chance to get one of those kits. Pino saying, I need the Bremer. Well, good luck. It's coming up very, very soon. Right after we give that Genoa kit away, we'll give away one of these, all right? But yeah, still waiting for this feed to kick in. This one, man. I don't feel nervous so much about the game or the opponent, but I find myself, and I'm curious to hear if you're all on the same page, I'm more nervous nowadays about just Juve, not our opponents, not what the game, like I'm nervous because I don't have this good feeling that the strong Juventus will just show up. You know, like I'm always doubting what Juve is going to actually show up. This fragile, weak-looking Juve, or one that's actually on, that's looking like it's going to get after it and take charge, so to speak. And that's disappointing. It's extremely disappointing when you're talking about a team that, 5 weeks ago is in title contention and battling with Inter, and now all of a sudden it's like, are we going to get top 4? And fans are actually nervous about it. I'm not nervous about us not reaching top 4. I think Juve will get the job done and stay in top 4. But it just, that happening, and especially after just a draw to Empoli, to break down completely like this is extremely, extremely upsetting and infuriating. And it does leave me with this feeling that I don't know who's going to show up from match to match anymore. And it's like we're back at square one with this team, unfortunately, when it comes to that. So hopefully they snap out of it today. Hopefully we get a positive showing. I'm very upset that Alcaraz couldn't continue. I think he was bringing us something refreshing out of the middle of the pitch. Miretti on his own, not 100% sure. So we'll see how it plays out today. All right. Do I think Nanj gets some minutes today? I feel like Max is going to make it up to Nanj in not the month of March, but I feel like a start in a good game is going to come Nanj's way, to be honest. But minutes today, we still only have a couple of options behind. So I would think that the chance for him to get some minutes still are very, very high. But I do think that Max is going to see him get a start probably outside of the month of March to kind of make things up to him. And I don't think that Nanj was taken out by any means because of the PK. And while some say it was brutal to him, it could have been a way of protecting him based on what happened and just getting him out there. Anybody could look at it so many different ways, but to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if Nanji gets some minutes in this one. My feed has shifted over to Atalanta and Juventus, set to kick off very, very soon at Allianz. You guys, we need the W. We need the W. RB comps, much appreciated, and we need the W to match the W kit. All right, so let's go. Let's go. Looking at Atalanta's lineup, 3-4-1-2. We've seen it listed as 3-4-2-1 and a 3-4-1-2. 3-4-1-2 makes the most sense with Scamacca and Di Catalare up top, with Coop Manners kind of that freedom to roam centrally ahead of the rest of the midfield. Looking at Illing Jr. getting another start here. Oh, you guys. We got to get the job done today. Looking at Ruggeri there for Atalanta. See, if I'm looking at this team across the outsides, Zappacosta and Ruggeri with us and Illing Jr. and Cambiaso, I do like our outsides better, and we should be able to push these guys back. Ederson and Pasalic. Ederson is underrated in my opinion. I think he's a good midfielder. Coop Manners playing ahead of them. We got to win the midfield battle, and like I said, Atalanta is going to know exactly how to create issues for us. We got to find a way, and I feel like it's going to come through the middle. It has to come through the middle. So these guys, Locatelli, got to have a game. McKennie just coming back, dislocated shoulder. Should be good to roll, though. And he has done his part, and he has done as much as he can to the best of his ability, you know? Shy of this guy turning into, like, a Pirlo-esque creator, he's done his job, right? We need these other guys to pull their socks up and get the job done. Miretti, like I said, you know, he grew in that last game, but there's really going to be no time to grow into this one. He's going to have to be ready right out of the gate, and our offense is going to rely a lot on him and McKennie, and Locatelli needs to get involved and influence this game as well. One of the biggest things with Miretti and Alcaraz, though, that I saw last game is they do stick centrally a lot. The other guys tend to drift to the flanks a lot. Even Rabiot, McKennie does it quite a bit, and he'll exchange with Cambiaso. But we need that presence in the middle of the pitch. And Alcaraz and Miretti were doing so good at finding the pockets, finding the space, and it made a big difference for us. And Locatelli, in turn, did push up and help. We need all of that to happen. We need to have a presence right in the middle of the pitch. We can't get caught drifting around onto the flanks and losing any type of shape to be able to actually push Atalanta back. And we got to stop making it easier for teams to stop us and just overload one side. And then we very slowly, might I add, switch the field all the way to the opposite flank, and nothing really happens. We're going to have to utilize the middle of the park. It's been a sore spot for too long. Has to snap out of it today. Allegri, going with Illing Jr. again, going with Miretti again. And I'm fine with this lineup. Like I said, there were shouts for Yildiz and Chiesa together up top, but I talked about it. The preview show, based on how physical Atalanta does get with their back three there, I like having a bigger guy like Milik up there. I like what he does in our build-up as well. So I wouldn't have rocked Yildiz and Chiesa up top together. That's an easy no for me, even though I do understand that there were shouts for that. Guys, drop a like while you're in here. All right, we're getting ready for kickoff. We're watching Juve come out of the dressing room. Cambiaso, Chiesa, Allegri there. Embracing with Fede. Couple of pats on the back saying, let's go. Chiesa saying, what's up to Scamacca. Let's go. Let's go. Eka, welcome. Nice to see you in here. Let's go. Get ready for this game. Pino saying, with his drastic improvements, you think McKennie can be developed into it? No. No. I know what you're thinking, like, as far as the defensive midfielder, and being like a Casemiro-esque, but Casemiro, like, those guys are levels above. McKennie's, for me, is great as that physical, hard-working guy out of the middle of the pitch. But I do see him eventually, what we should be aiming for, should see him end up as a rotational piece, all right? But, yeah, it's a no for me as far as Regista goes, Pino. May God have mercy on us today. Skaga. Let's go, brother. Let's get this win. Let's get this win. Come on. Oh, yeah, we got a birthday in the community, too. Moro D, supporter of the AJC. Best wishes go out to you, brother. Hopefully, Juventus can bring you a victory on your birthday, all right? All right. Okay. Almost there, everybody. Handshakes. Then we're going to get to the coin flip. Looking at the refs in this one. Hopefully they don't play a part. It is Marco Guida getting the call here. 171 Serie A matches. Last officiated our game, one of our games in January against Salernitana, 2-1 victory. That was the last time we saw Guida. Look at this. We got someone in the stadium today. What is up? I love that. And you know what? This is something we got to shine a light on, is that through this brutal form, 1 win, last 6 games, everything, stadium packed. Stadium's supposed to be packed for Genoa so the support doesn't die. Absolutely love it. Enjoy the game. Thank you for being here, though, at the same time. Love it. AJC finds its way in the house at Allianz. I love it. Love it. Looking at the team huddle. McKennie saying some words there. All right. All right. Let's go. I'm ready for this one, everybody. I'm ready for this one. Fede's got the hair slicked up. Let's go. Let's go. Getting this ticker ready to kick on. Guida getting ready. Looking at his watch. Getting ready to blow the whistle. Listen to that crowd. Little bit of Atalanta supporting that sliver we give the visitors. Come on. Atalanta rocking the red today. Carnesecchi there. Usually keepers put in Superman performances against Juve. Hopefully that's not the case for Carnesecchi today. There we go. We got kickoff, everybody. All the way back to tech, and we launch it forward. Gatti set to go up aerially. This one bounces over the head. Cambiaso gives chase. Ruggeri just clears it. Bremer puts this back into the mixer. Carnesecchi's going to come out and collect here. And there's your opening 20-second sequence. Now the ball with Carnesecchi. Have to expect he'll drop it. Play this out. Up ahead to Pasalic. Back to Yin. Scalvini looking long here for Scamacca, and Bremer giving him the business all over him. Scamacca's going to be in for a long day there. Working on Bremer. Ruggeri's going to throw this one back to Yin. Jim City going back to Carnesecchi. And Juve has pressed forward. You even see Locatelli right up there. Played in for Pasalic. Oh, good pressure there from Juve. Closing them down. There you go. Forcing a throw-in. I like that. I like that. Early pressure. Let's go. Let's want that ball. You're at home. You got the atmosphere. You got the fans going. Let's go. Get after it. Gatti playing it forward for Cambiaso. It's off of Scalvini. It's going to go out. Juve throw. Come on. Gatti throws this one in, trying to find Milik here. Atalanta sees it out again. Another throw-in coming up for Juve. Gatti heading over to take it. Oh, Milik. Milik, oh, found himself top of the area, having a shot there. Deflected out, but they ended up getting a call on the foul anyways. So they called Milik on the foul leading up to it. In the end, his shot was blocked. Atalanta, Jim City, and Carnesecchi. Little exchange. And Juve staying high, but not applying pressure on Carnesecchi right now. Little bit from Milik here. And Carnesecchi just bombs this one down. Oh my God, they get the whole field here. Illing Jr. watching his man cross in. Hits him and goes out for a corner for Atalanta. Danilo giving some orders to Illing Jr. there. As Zappacosta was the one that found himself down that flank, and Carnesecchi sent it the whole way. Here comes a corner in, and it's cleared out by Juventus. Chiesa can't settle this. McKennie gets on it. Lovely ball. One touch, finding Miretti. Miretti tries to go outside of the boot pass, but doesn't make it. Locatelli cleans this up, gets it back to Miretti. Over to McKennie. We've drifted very heavily to the left with our midfield right now. Played over to the right side. Cambiaso now cuts inside. Bremer. Over to Danilo. Back to Bremer. Working it on the outside. Juve's pretty narrow right now. Here's McKennie. Over to Cambiaso, who slid into the midfield. Lovely ball here. Finding Miretti. Over to Illing Jr. Illing Jr. Can't find any space to get across in, so he goes back. Danilo's on it. Now back to Illing Jr. Inside to Miretti. Miretti trying to turn here. Does well and gets a free kick in a good spot for Juve. So that's some good work here. Good positive work. LA Juve coming in here. Al, I hope Juve wins. I don't think I'm able to watch this Juve anymore. I've never been this bad or not excited to watch Juve. Got to fight through, my friend. Got to fight through, my friend, and wait to see, hopefully, for this change, this attitude, this shift. Come on. Fight through, fight through. This last run of 6 games, it's got to get better. It can't get any worse, can it? Eesh. Let's get one here. Come on. Opener here. Chiesa. Oh, doesn't have it into the mixer. Looks like he goes for a goal. Always rising. Ends up over the goal. Carnesecchi, quick launch there. Looking at Coop, who got well forward there. And now possession back with Szczesny. Over to Bremer. Let's go, lads. Bremer. Moving it forward for McKennie. His pass back is cut off. Now McKennie. Coming back, but Scalvini's on it for Atalanta. Inside for Pasalic. Atalanta can enjoy a little bit of possession now. Hien on it. Over to Jim City. Zappacosta back to Hien. Or no, sorry, Ederson. Excuse me. Now Hien. Pasalic and Hien exchanging. Milik, a little bit of pressure there. Chiesa has to come out. Atalanta trying to play this one out quick. Oh, Miretti. Was trying a quick drop pass. Got cut off. Luckily, the through ball was well beyond any Atalanta players. Goes all the way to Szczesny. And he's on it now. Dropping it back for Gatti. Oh. Let's go. Got a little whistle jumping in there. What, it was offside or something? Did I say something offside? No. I think I've been good today. Too early. De Catalare. Running back at Juve. McKennie comes back, cuts off his pass, but then his pass is in turn cut off by Pasalic. Over to Coop Mainers. Quickly closed down by Gatti and Cambiaso. De Catalare working on McKennie. Gatti comes in and helps. McKennie plays it back for Locatelli. Inside to Miretti. Back out to Gatti. And now for Locatelli. And Locatelli trying to switch field here. Oh, nice dummy there from Danilo. Chiesa settles in now. Illing Jr. up ahead for Danilo. And he gets stuck in with Jump City. That's fine, though. Got to get stuck in on that. Bremer to Gatti. Gatti. Oh, nice ball through for Milik. Slows it down. Plays it back for McKennie. To Cambiaso. Ooh. Tried to play it in for Miretti, who got jumped quickly. And now Bremer working on Scamacca again. And Danilo plays it forward. Atalanta trying to get a little bit of room here. Finds Ruggeri out on the left. Being closed down by Cambiaso. Plays it ahead for Coop. Gatti does well there to win it. Now finds Locatelli's feet. Over to Miretti. Back to Locatelli. Played ahead. There's a foul there. Hien on Milik. This is another spot where we can hopefully try and take advantage. Let's go. Got to get something going here. Let's get a crack on goal. Play this one back post maybe. Try and get a head on it or try and put it back into the mixer. Let's go. No, just take it short. Quickly. Chiesa up ahead for Milik. Swings it out for McKennie. Here comes a cross. Oh, it's over. Cleared out to the far side. De Catalare can't beat Danilo out to that. Danilo settles it down. Illing Jr. on it. Locatelli wants his ball. Miretti tried a through ball there. Locatelli comes in, hammers it off Zappacosta for Juventus throw. Decent ideas. Decent ball there attempted by Miretti. But, yeah, Locatelli's wanting it there. Jim City, Zappacosta trying to get this one out. De Catalere can't win it off Danilo. And Locatelli now finds Gatti. Juve in possession again. Cambiaso. Back for Bremer. He's going to find Danilo. Scans. Up ahead for Milik. Nice touch from Milik, but Ederson comes in to clean that up and then a foul on Milik. Oh my God, that first touch was filthy. But Ederson reads that one nicely. He's an underrated mid too. Ederson's good. Scalvini, Pasalic with an exchange. Atalanta finds themselves on the ball now. Pasalic, a little bit of room there ahead of him. Miretti watching him. Now McKennie on Scalvini. Pasalic with a little bit of space to move forward here. McKennie, keeping eyes there. Ruggeri up ahead. Coop Mainers sees this one out off Cambiaso. Atalanta throw quickly taken. Back to Pasalic. Cuts in on his right. Scans. Opts out of any cross. Finding Ederson. Over to the right side for Zappacosta. Back for Ederson. Find the Catalare. Left-footed cross. In swinger. Back post. Gatti battling Coop there, but the Catalare runs in there. Gatti blocks that one as well. Here's another cross going back post. Bremer heads it out. Good defending there from Juventus. Fede's on it now. Being watched by the Catalare. Finding Locatelli. He's going to switch it over to Gatti on the right side. Gatti takes his time here. Telling everyone to slow down. Bremer. Over to Danilo. Now Dilling Jr. has space ahead of him. He's looking to go route one for McKennie. Kenny's going to have to do some battle with Scalvini there. And it is a corner. Did he win a corner? Good work there by McKennie. Come on, you guys. Let's get one. Let's get one on this corner. Come on. Juve's tied for top of the league with most goals from corner kicks with 7. See if we get one here. It's an in-swinger. It's Chiesa going back. Bremer just can't get to that one. Atalanta tries to clear here. Bremer getting back to it. Winning it. Locatelli now on it. He's got Cambiaso to the right. Opts for Illing Jr. on the left. Now finding Chiesa, who could work against Zappacosta. Double team coming in on him. Takes it to his left side. Oh, here's a little cross headed in by Miretti. Stopped by Carnesecchi. Di Catalere now on the ball. He's going to go route one. Look, it's Scamacca's way. Bremer at the back there to clean it up with Danilo all the way back to Tech. Good opportunity there. And Juve maintain possession. Here's McKennie to Cambiaso. Over to Danilo. Now to Illing Jr. Back to Danilo. Trying to go route one for Milik. He might have been offside there, but plays on. Hien working on him there. Oh, just couldn't get a touch on that. Try and slow it down. Right idea. Good mix so far from Juve in the opening 13 minutes. Not scared to go route one. Here's a cross in from Chiesa. Relatively easy stop from Carnesecchi, but good opportunity anyways. That's better. That's better. Daylight savings, man. Whew. Today's morning show felt like it was 2 a.m. for me. That 1 hour makes a big difference. Miretti gets a foul here. This is in a good spot. So Milik could line this one up. Chiesa could line this one up. Good work from Miretti. And this is very typical of Miretti. He started off with some questionable passes and decisions, but growing and quicker in this one. Had to do the same in the last game. Had to grow into it, but it's getting there. It's only been 14 minutes. Let's go. We see Milik over it. We see Chiesa over it. We also see Danilo over this kick. Come on, you guys. Somebody find the back of the net here. Let's go. Let this be the first one, Juventini. Come on. Milik. I think he might be sizing this up. Carnesecchi shouting his orders to the wall. Milik takes his steps back. Chiesa also maybe going to feint. And then Milik steps up, has a rip, hits the wall. Ripped it low off the shins. Danilo now trying to go back. Corner for Cambiaso. Cleared out. Coop Mainers trying to just retrieve this ball and send Scamacca there. But easily cleaned up. Danilo to Tech. Has Illing Jr. to his left there. But Tech's going to switch it up. Go to Bremer. Does have Gatti to his right. He's looking forward. Doesn't see any options he likes. Gives it to Danilo. Danilo finds Illing Jr., who has... Looks like he was looking for that run from Milik there. Back to Gatti. Scanning for Locatelli. Goes back to Bremer. Goes back to Tech. Locatelli stumbled on the ball there. Illing Jr. trying to play this one ahead. Foul. Good work there by Miretti. Forcing one on Ederson. That's good work there from Miretti. Good read. Knowing that physical challenge is going to come in there. Bremer to Gatti. Ooh. Trying to hit Milik, but this one goes all the way to Carnesecchi. Now Atalanta will regroup on possession. Played in to Ederson. Up ahead to Catalare. Trying to turn on Danilo. Foul there on Danilo. Goes in hard on him. 16 minutes. 12 seconds into this game. 60% possession for Juventus. 3 total attempts for Juve. 1 on target. 0 attempts for Atalanta. 1 big chance created. I don't actually... Yeah, I guess you could consider that Miretti won a big chance. I maybe wouldn't. It's a good chance. I don't know if it's a big chance. Cambiasso McKennie getting squeezed out by Scalvini and Ruggeri. And now Atalanta back in possession. Good pressure there from Locatelli, forcing them to go back to Carnesecchi. Now playing it up ahead for Scalvini on the left. He's closed down by Cambiasso, forcing him to the sideline. Good move. They play it inside to Pasalic, who now does have a lane. Jim City's going to carry this forward. Up ahead, De Catalare's got too much space there. Somebody's got to go ball. Come on. To Zappacosta, Illing Jr. watching him. De Catalare on it again. Danilo there. Jim City. Back to Zappacosta. Back to Jim City again. And he's just going to go back to Hien. He'll play it to Scalvini. Scalvini's going to now start. They're close. They've pushed us right back now all of a sudden. Literally all of us 30 yards away from goal. Milik as well. Cambiasso watching Ruggeri here. Cuts inside to his right. Out to Pasalic. Here comes a cross. Going back post. Headed out by Danilo. Locatelli trying to find Milik there. Goes beyond him. Atalanta able to just turn it around on us again. Ruggeri left-footed cross. Tech comes out big. It's in his hands. Let's go. Tech letting everyone know just to take it easy. Take it easy. Ooh. Not a lot in this one so far. I'm a little surprised at how Atalanta's fine with us having as much possession as we had. Expected a little bit more aggression out of them right now, but they're happy to clamp up, make that wall. Locatelli to Bremer. Ahead to McKennie now, getting closed down. It's got to go all the way back for Tech. Tech's just scanning the field right now. Ends up going on the carpet over to Illing Jr. Over to Danilo. Inside for Cambiasso. Trying to make a turn there. Nothing doing. Quickly read. Quickly cleared. All the way out the other end. Quick goal kick from Szczesny. Finding Danilo. Over to Tech. Waiting for our options to show. Way too long. Out to Gatti. He's going to play this one forward. Milik chests it down. But losing the battle overall to Hien. Miretti can't win it. Milik continues to do battle here. And Atalanta just regroups all the way back to Carnesecchi. Come on. Yeah, I was shocked by this one too, Mark. Pretty surprised they opted for the big guy there. But if you watch their game plan so far, 20 minutes in, they've surprisingly for me anyways, been pretty happy to concede possession to Juventus. So then it does make sense to have the big target guy up top rather than both Lookman and De Catalare. But they were going to play on the throttle more. I would have expected Lookman out there with De Catalare, which is what we expected. Pino saying Scamacca scares him. Yeah, I'm not too concerned, my friend, with Scamacca, but he is the kind of guy that could hit a deadly strike out of nowhere. Like, he's scored some of these goals where he hasn't really looked in the game and all of a sudden done it. So I understand the concern. For me, we got to start finding ways to hurt Atalanta here. Got to get some 1v1s generated. And on the right side, we've played a lot to the right side, but we haven't been good at generating Cambiaso in these 1v1s where he can make a move or make a cut in and then cross. But on the left side with Illing Jr. and Chiesa, so far we have. So we should maybe go to the left side way more often here. Start going that way. Scamacca heads this one beyond Bremer, but Danilo comes in to clean up. Bremer, little touch. Ooh, trying another one, and Koop Mainers was there. Danilo says, forget this, I'm getting rid of it. Ends up being called offside on Milik. So Atalanta will get back on the ball here. Oh, yeah, I fully expect Lookman to get minutes in this game. He's been in great form. Scalvini. Up to Koop Mainers. Jim City to the Catalare. He's going back post with his cross. Ooh, Cambiaso on the carpet to McKennie, who's got pressure all over him. Find a way. Locatelli now up ahead. Milik is trying to maintain this one. Oh, Chiesa stopped his run, but right idea, and I like Luca trying to play that to him. I like that. It's a good idea. We haven't mixed it up like that in a long time, so I'm fine with trying to stretch them and get beyond. No problems with that. Locatelli over to McKennie. Nadagati. Over to Illing Jr. He's going to cut inside. Doesn't really open up the engine there. Switching it up for Gatti. Playing inside. Nice dummy from Cambiaso. Milik making a run. Dropping it back for Illing. Now we got Chiesa. He could run at Zappacosta. Yen comes in to help. Oh, God. It's a weak shot from Chiesa. Right into the hands of Carnesecchi. Andrew Juve, welcome to the watch along. Love seeing you in here, brother. And absolutely, fino alla fine. Let's go. Let's get this one. Very, very tame opening 23 minutes. And man, what a difference from the game against Napoli to this one in terms of energy and openness in play. But we kind of expected this. Like I said, both of these teams playing in a variation of a 3-5-2. So it's very easy for them to rule one another out. Ruggeri to Pasalic. McKennie watching him. Pass inside. Picked off by Locatelli. Oh, Milik, you got to get a touch on that ball, man. But we win it back. Locatelli gets fouled there. So Juve will get back on the ball. Chiesa is drifting off to the left. Far off to the left. He's far away from Milik there. But again, it's keeping them honest. And it's actually given Milik a little bit less to deal with in terms of the target role. So Chiesa kind of keeping them honest anyways. Cambiaso on it now. Back to Danilo. Illing Jr. an option for him on the left. He could turn now. He's 1v1 with Zappacosta. Overruns the ball. Has to go back now to Danilo. Cambiaso one touch. Up for Chiesa. Over to Illing Jr. now. Oh my God, Illing Jr. Bad touches and then nothing there. Chiesa comes in to win it. He does win it. Cambiaso over to McKennie. Trying to find Milik there, and there's a foul. Good work from Milik there. Like I said, they're aggressive. They are aggressive, the back three there. Very, very aggressive. So I do like having a target type player up there rather than just the dynamic guys. And this is the best free kick spot we've had so far, this one. So see if we can make something out of this. Would I swap Chiesa for De Catalare? No. That's a no. Yeah, I'd love to see Thiago Giallo get some minutes today. Vlahovic. Trying to get a spot on Peaky Blinders. That hat. 26 minutes. This is in a really good spot. Same guys over at Chiesa, Danilo, Milik. Guida still lining up the wall. Come on, you guys. Somebody bury this. Let's get this in the back of the net here. Chiesa off the wall. Cleared only as far as Gatti. He plays it out to Cambiaso. Taking on Ruggeri. Plays it out for Miretti. His pass cut off by Scamacca. Now Atalanta's running back at us. Danilo now. Trying to close down. And at least Miretti comes back and wins it. After a brutal giveaway. Comes back and does the work. Chiesa now. Can't keep possession as he's quickly closed down by Atalanta players. Eats a hand to the face from Scalvini. Labors for a second, gets up. Jim City carries it forward. Zappacosta being watched by Ealing Jr. Back for Ederson. To Zappacosta. Trying to get just even half a leg distance from Ealing Jr. and Ealing Jr. sticking with him very, very well. It's one of the benefits when you're pacey like that in defending. At least use your wheels to defend. Yeah, I would agree. Since Ravanelli's words, better attitude from Freddie, for sure. Corner in, cleared out by Juve. Cambiaso does battle, gets on it. Beats his first man. Trying to carry out of here. Oh, move that ball. Finds Milik. Milik over. We got Miretti out on the left side being watched by Coop Manners. Miretti. Here's a cross. It's a decent one. Goes back post off an Atalanta player's head. Cambiaso keeps it in. Back for Locatelli. Over to McKennie. Somebody have a rip. And Danilo ends up having a shot that goes high and wide. God, you guys, have some shots. Oh, man. Shervin coming in here. My boy Illy went from looking like a promising winger to a deadbeat horse at left back. Lord have mercy. Shatterstar, why are we so bad? It's difficult to watch. It's the creation. It's the ideas. Miretti does well there, finding Milik. Running at Hien there. Gonna tee one up. Oh, that's high a goal. Come on. Let's go, you guys. 30 minutes in here. I'll hit you with the numbers. As Karnaseki trying to play this one forward here. It ends up being offside for Atalanta here. But we're at 52% possession for Juve. 7 total attempts for Juventus. No attempts for Atalanta. 2 attempts on target for Juve. 1 big chance created for Juve. 1 missed. I don't actually consider that one a big chance though. Gatti over to Cambiaso. Cambiaso back to Gatti. Half an hour in, and we've rendered Atalanta useless, but we need to get more going on our own accord. Oh, Illing Jr. steps in nicely, gets the ball. You got to move it here, but that's a foul. Foul on Illing Jr. De Catalare went through the back there. And De Catalare, the one getting the worst of it, he's down now. Look at Illing stepping on the ball there. There we go. Yeah, a lot of love for this kit. I've always thought it's extremely underrated. One of my favorite Juve kits. Back to Pasalic. Over to Scalvini. Pasalic over to Ederson. De Catalare on it. Zappacosta. Back to Ederson. Pasalic trying to level out here. Get to a spot where he can collect it from Ederson. Here it is. He's got Scalvini over to his left. Oh, splits him to Koopmeiners, but that's closed down quickly by Juve. Bremer now out to McKennie. He's got pressure on him. Does well. Forces a challenge there from Pasalic. Gets the throw in for Juventus. Good work there from McKennie. Juve taking their time on this throw-in. Everybody dropping it for the next man up. McKennie to Cambiaso. Cambiaso now to Gatti. Take the throw. Let's go. So far, we've only been able to get into some decent scenarios from that left side and getting those guys kind of isolated with their defenders there. Illing Jr. can't win the ball there from De Catalare. He's coming up. Zappacosta going to overlap him. Close down, and then Chiesa forces him back to Gym City. Now to Hien. He does have Scalvini over to his left. Feints for a second, now gives it to Scalvini. Koopmeiners on it, being watched by McKennie. Here's a cross in. Scamacca and Bremer do battle. Looking for a foul there on Scamacca, nothing doing. Here's Pasalic. Played in. That's a foul, and that's in a good spot for Atalanta. This one's in a good spot. I don't like this one. I don't like this one. I don't like where this free kick's at, everybody. Pasalic and Scamacca over this. Scamacca's hit some good ones. Don't let this be the day. Let's go. Let's go. Scamacca steps up. No, Pasalic lays it off. Oh, my God. Koopmeiners with a beautiful left-footed hit. For fuck's sakes, you guys. They dial something off right out of the training ground. And it leaves them with a free shot, and that's just tough. The free kick is in such a good spot. It's in such a good spot. You're thinking for sure 90% hit here. And we lost our checks. We lost our checks on the backside. Nobody was on Coop at all. They actually had 4 guys on that side, and we left 3. He ends up getting free. No chance for Tech here. Fucking hell, you guys. "1-0 Atalanta." Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Cambiaso getting forced back by Ruggeri. Fuck, man. That's just brutal. Just brutal. And I mean, with this much ball that we've had in this half, we gotta create more. There has to be more. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Gatti now trying to switch this one. Jesus, takes everything in Chiesa just to keep this in play. What are we losing our heads for? Now Di Catalare running at us. Zappacosta taking on Illing Jr. Guys, keep your cool here. Ederson all of a sudden top of the area. Played in for Scamacca. 1-2. And he tries to free up a shot. That's blocked. Di Catalare on it now. He's going to swing it out. Hien to Scalvini. Has Ruggeri, but drops it to Pasalic. To Ruggeri, back to Pasalic. He's going to take a look. Unreal. Unreal. Back to Carnesecchi. Press, you guys. Press. Why we're 1 guy down on the press up top there. Atalanta force it forward. Milik trying to hold here, working on Hien, loses it. Flip forward for Scamacca. Play back to Di Catalare. Now again, misses Scamacca. Gatti on it. This team is just always flat. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter 1-0 up, 2-0 down. Just flat. So safe. Always. Luca. Over to Gatti. Has Cambiaso to his right. And just the passes. Just a fucking muffin that takes 4 seconds to get to a guy that's only 5 feet away from you, Gatti. Let's move the ball with some intent. Come on. Get the legs moving. Let's go. In for Chiesa. Outside to Illing. He's got Zappacosta there. Drops it back. Miretti. Into Locatelli. Locatelli. Flipped on by McKennie. Over to Milik. Working on Scalvini. Drops it back. It's short for Illing. Chiesa trying to get onto it. Miretti with a toe in there. Just win the ball in that area, boys. Jesus Christ. A toe in here. A soft tackle in here. Get in. Unbelievable. Oh, man. Ederson dropping back to collect to Di Catalare over to Zappacosta. He's got Hien now. Inside. Pasalic just to his left. Plays it to him. Scalvini slowly creeping up that left flank. Nice play inside. There's Coop. Finding Scamacca. Over to Di Catalare. Now to Zappacosta. Cross comes in. Headed out by Bremer. Illing Jr. battling with Zappacosta there. Heads it out. Good work from Illing Jr. to at least just see it end up as a throw and not a corner. Atalanta growing in this. Scalvini. Over to Pasalic. Chested down by Scamacca. Foul there. Oh, man. Chat's on fire right now. You guys are reeling right now. B. Allegri. We're meeting other teams' objectives. Give Allegri contract to 2030. Mark my words from Mario. Juve will not make Champions League. I can't see that. I can't see that. I honestly think if it becomes in question, like I said, I think they make a change. It's very un-Juventus-like to do this at this stage of the season, but I'm telling you, the finances will drive something. They cannot fall out of European spots. Like, they just can't. Cambiaso to McKennie, back to Gatti. Oh, Danilo, who finds himself there. The lack of ideas from these guys is wild to me. Oh, that's a nice ball for McKennie. Oh, just couldn't get it over. Gatti heads this one down. Jim City over to Ruggeri. He's going to just launch this one. Goes away all the way through to the other side. Ealing Jr.'s on it now. Inside for Bremer, of all people, has advanced and pushed forward in the midfield. Gatti carrying it forward into Milik, who's dropped so far away from the back line. Then just a dog shit pass. You guys, enough is enough. Just the energy levels, the attitude, they're just so low. This is wild. Scamacca flipping this one all the way to the right flank, but it goes all the way out. Ealing Jr. set to take the throw. Man, Zappacosta looks just like the lead singer from System of a Down. Serge, I just noticed that now. Slap some long, kind of curly hair on that bastard. That's exactly what he looks like. Oh, nice play from Cambiaso inside. Miretti lays it off, or Locatelli, lays it off for Ealing Jr. Cross, it's a low one. Gets cleared, ends up going out for a throw. Man, Ealing Jr., you got to put that in the right spot, my friend. Last minute of the first half here. We'll get a little stoppage, not much. Maybe a minute. Corner it! Cleared out. Oh, steps in. Gets it all wrong, but Luca has another hit blocked. Jesus. He didn't get either one of those right. Ealing Jr. Over to Chiesa. Facing the double team. Triple now. Di Catalare, Ederson, Zappacosta, all there. Ealing Jr. switching it out for Cambiaso here. Our positional spacing is just atrocious at times. Here's Chiesa. Oh, my God. The slowest roller of passes forward. They clear it out. We're at 45 minutes. It doesn't even give a minute. Like I said, there wasn't much in that first half. Not surprised at all. Halftime, holy shit. Whoa. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, you guys. Okay. Let's go through the stats here. Okay. Let's go through the stats here. 51% possession in favor of Juventus. 8 total attempts for Juve, 2 on target. 2 total attempts, period, for Atalanta that half. 1 on target and 1 that's a goal. All right? Only big chance of the first half created by Juventus. I don't even consider it a big chance. That was Miretti's header, of course. This is... there's not a whole lot to say other than there is zero creativity and imagination out there. These players are not gelling. They're not in sync. They do not know how they're going to hurt this Atalanta side. It's getting out to the flanks. When it comes into the middle, we're doing that same thing I was talking about. Like I said, overloading left or right. You have to spread it out. You have to stretch this team out and make them work. It's just not happening. We're overloading the flanks and nothing's going on over there. Trying to do what? Hit Milik, play 1-2s off him, but they're starting from so far away from him. They need to start moving the ball with some actual intent. Quicker. They need to overlap one another. They need to take opponents away from their teammates that are on the ball. This is just too slow, too predictable. There is nothing happening for us in this game right now. The left flank is the only flank that's had a threat with Chiesa and Kneeling Jr. being able to actually take on some of their players there, but it's just not happening. Like, this is it's so low from everything. An energy standpoint, ideas, creativity, everything. Against Napoli, the game was much more wide open. So even the fact that you got guys that may necessarily not be big-time creators, it's easier to do so in those games that are wide open. So if this game's not going to be wide open, you're going to have to dial something up. You're going to have to figure it out. Where is their weakness? Where is the space? You have to find a way. It's just not acceptable. And it's frustrating from a player perspective because these guys are... The decisions are brutal. We still cough the ball up so easily. I'm not seeing enough fight in 50-50s. It's poor. And now you're 1-0 down at home. What have I been saying about this run of one win in 6 matches? Our second half has been arguably worse than the first half in like 5 of those 6 games. That can't happen. Okay? That can't happen. You are now at home. Okay? The month of March has become critical. We were away to Napoli, 1-0 down, came out in the second half flat as hell. That can't happen today. Okay? I said that today I would learn a lot about this team, learn a lot about kind of where we're at based on the drive, the initiative coming out of the gate, coming out of the outset. I didn't really feel that. I still don't feel it with the intent, with the passes are just muffins, safe all the time. We got to dial it up. And to be honest, I would look at getting Cambiaso more full-time in the midfield. I really would. Cambiaso right now, keep Miretti over there, have Locatelli there. You could keep McKennie out there as a right wing back. I'm fine with that. We need Cambiaso in the middle of the park the way this game's going because nothing is happening on the right flank at all. He can do something at least out of the midfield because we still aren't getting enough out of the midfield. I would move Cambiaso inside centrally for the second half. Agree, disagree. Hit me in the comments, everybody. And much appreciated for the donation there. Absolutely love it. Yes, Super Chat is one way you guys could do it. Again, there's lots of different ways. Check out our merch store. Ton of cool custom Juve fan gear designs. And then memberships as well, all right? So big thank you. Says, no idea, no imagination, no presence, no will. Rubbish. Yeah, that's just a pathetic first half, all in all, to be quite honest. If they're going to give us that much ball for the first half hour of that half, God, I expect us to put them under and ask questions. It just doesn't happen. Doesn't happen, all right? We need way better. For me, though, Cambiasso, get him in the middle of the pitch. Get him in the middle of the pitch. Cocomelon, yeah, we need Cocomelon times 1,000, all right? So Cocomelon's the goal word. We need something for just simple creation. What's the creation word going to be? Because Cocomelon's for the goals. Let's get some for the creation. Alcaraz cannot come into this one, obviously injured. You're looking at your bench there for Juve. Caviglia and Nonge have Weah there on the outside. That's really it. Yildiz can come into this game, but I don't think up top's really necessarily a problem per se. I would slot Cambiasso into the central midfield role. Get McKennie out there as a right wing back. Get him pushing them back. I think even just that slight little switch will help. Will help us a lot. But there are some shouts for Caviglia. Get Caviglia and Yildiz in and play two pivots. I'm not against that whatsoever. Absolutely not against that. Play two pivots. Luca, Caviglia, get Yildiz, advance to them. I'm not against it. I think I'd start off, though, at least for like 10 minutes with Cambiasso inside centrally just to kind of see what goes down. Couple of our good breaks out of there were when he did cut in centrally and then made some nice reads, some nice plays. Shit like that, you just got to have it. You just either know, you got to see it. It's crazy to me, but we continue to just shit our pants during this run here. Their goal, we got 3 defenders over there. They had 1 extra. Absolutely nobody was aware. Nobody stayed with Coop Manners. Nobody followed it. It is what it is. A great training drill goal there from Atalanta, taking advantage of the fact that we had 1 guy less there, and that's just asleep at the wheel. But every time, like, to expect somebody to not shoot from that range on a free kick, it's tough. Everybody, while you're in here, please drop a like on the halftime show. We'll go through some ratings here. Give you the latest ratings from, this is, of course, SofaScore, so we never really hold them too high on ratings, but I don't hold any of those out there too high on ratings. Everybody starts at a 6. Szczesny, 6.4. No chance on the goal he allowed. Other than that, it's fine. Even 6 for me. Danilo, 6.7. Yeah, 6.5 I think is fine. There's going to be a lot of 6.5s. Okay, Bremer's at a 7 for them. Yeah, doing some good work, but also struggling a bit towards the end there with Scamacca. I'd probably say 6.5 is fair. Gatti, 6.7. Not seeing a bunch out of Gatti. I'd probably have him down, not at 6.5, just level at 6. Cambiasso's at a 6.7. 6.5 is probably all across the board. Locatelli, 6.8. Medetti, 6.8. Illing Jr., 6.6. Yeah, 6.5s all around. Chiesa's got a 7 rating. Really, the only our only big chance that they claim did come from Beta Chiesa creating, but not enough. We're not getting him enough of the ball. He touched it 25 times. Surprisingly, his heat map looks like an absolute dartboard. Not enough. McKennie, 6.8. 6.5. Milik, 6.7, 6.5. There's a lot of 6.5s all across the board here. I think the only one I leave level is probably Gatti, maybe. Illing Jr., maybe. It's not promising, you guys. it's just not promising. A lot of 6.5s out here. Oh, unbelievable. Oh, man. Credit to me for streams. I'd have to leave, take a piss or smoke break. Yeah. Kind of just get everything handled before and then obviously after. But the espressos during sometime and then afterwards, I don't smoke, but I've thought about smoking many times after these things based on this current run. I'll tell you that, okay? In terms of, so look at this. Roma scored 50% of our season's goals in 7 games. Imagine that. Yeah. To be honest, the only thing that's drastically changed there, even with him, is just attitude. It's just an attitude thing. I mean, they've had good players up top. Now they're hidden. Slight change, slight tweak to the formation, but it just seems like an attitude thing over there. I still want to see them against better sides because I talked about Atalanta with 6 points against top 7 sides. Roma has only got 4 points this season against top 7 sides. So I think that's where the test is really going to come in for Daniele De Rossi. It's been, if you were going to make a coaching change, that was the right time because it was a really good schedule for them to get going in, and they've done very, very well. Time will tell what happens there. But for me, just ever since Empoli, this team is flat. Absolutely flat. And it's square one. That's what I was saying today. It's square one all over again. Okay? Year in, year out, you hit this wall. And to be honest, it can't keep happening. And eventually, this is one of the reasons why I said Allegri will not remain, in my opinion, beyond this summer. You can't keep hitting a point where you're at like square one. Again, even if I don't believe the roster is to the strength of where a Juve roster needs to be. Even if we did little to next to nothing almost in the Mercato from last season to this season, even with those things aside, we still can't keep hitting this wall. So for me, it's a thing's got to change. I can't. It's tough to back. It really, really is. We got to a point where it was like, okay, this season, it's working. It's working, and we're staying away from the blackouts. We were still creating a lot of chances. These guys weren't burying, etc. But now, all of a sudden, right back to square one. Flat, uninspiring. It can't keep happening. It can't keep happening. Any way you slice it. Oh, and you know, Pablo coming in here with the change. Is it riskier to change him now? All I'm going to say is what I said in that YouTube short, everybody, and I do believe in it. Last season, Juve looked at making a change, okay? They looked at making a change. This season, I can't see anything that would stop them from looking again. You throw into it better, stronger candidates available than last season, it's going to be enticing, right? Finances, easier to settle. But talking about making a change now, if Champions League football becomes in jeopardy, I think Juve would act out of character and make a change. Now this is the interesting thing when you think about it. Motta might be the guy that they do in fact want above all the other targets. It would make sense for me with Giuntoli and whatnot. But Giuntoli and Calvo wanted Conte last season. Wanted him in the summer. If they want Motta, they got nothing to do but to wait. So do they try and ride it out? Because Motta, this might be the shot to get him this summer, or you lose him for maybe quite considerable amount of time, because it looks like all signs are pointing him going to a big club. This is tough call. Get a caretaker for the next 2 months? I don't know. I really don't know anymore, you guys. I fought myself mentally in my mind. I've gone back and forth on so many scenarios so many times. Would Conte accept this far in the season? You guys know what I believed. I believe he's been waiting the entire time. I believe he's been waiting the entire time for Juve. And if the call's made, I think he takes it, to be honest. Let's see what happens in the second half, everybody. I don't know what else to do but to pray. Pray for change. Wake up. Second half. Let's see what happens. Second half's underway. And here we go. Come on. Atalanta starts off with the ball. It's back with Gem City. Going to go back to Kaneseki. Remember I said the second half has been flat in almost all these 6 games. Can happen. You're at home here, down 1-0. Wake up. Get after it. Foul here as Meretti and Luca close down on Ederson. Pasalic breaking the lines for Koopmeiners. Drops for Scalvini. Ujiri back to Pasalic again. Knocking it about here. They'll go back to Kaneseki comfortably. Ball played forward and a lot of space there for De Catalari to collect. Inside ball. Look at the touch there. Jeez, nice touch there from Scamacca. And that's a nice combo. Locatelli now. Jesus, you guys. Like lunging in just to make a pass. And then a garbage pass at that. And Meretti just hopping around on a leg here. Like, let's go, you guys. Letting it go out for a goal kick there too. Just pick up the ball. Scoop the ball up. Turn it around. What are we doing here? Like, what is the difference here? Let's go. Gatti's on it now. Into Locatelli. Being watched. Look at this. Back to Bremer, who's standing right behind Gatti. Now launching it forward. Headed over. Oh my God. We literally just headed that ball right to Ederson. I just have no words for this shit when we get so down and so sloppy. It's unbelievable. We've lost our fucking brains. Bremer wins this back, gets it back to Tech. Move this ball. Chiesa trying to win this in. Meretti does well there. Finding Milik here. Earns a foul there. Now get on this ball quick. Move it out. There you go, Luca. Let's go. Illing out to Chiesa. Come on. Fucking hell, Chiesa. Jesus. Pass in. Cut out. Chiesa and Illing. 1-2. Illing coming in now. Pass. Not sure that's who he wanted to hit, but it goes back to Gatti. Luca stepping in. Oh my goodness. They have no idea like where their teammates even are. It's like they're not picking up their heads when they play. It's head down and they have no idea what they're even looking at. You don't even have a player there, Locatelli. This is insane. Oh, McKennie did well, cutting inside, top of the area there. Gatti on it now. Quickly up for Cambiaso. He forgot the ball here as he's trying to cut over to his left foot. In for Locatelli. Here's a nice through ball. Moretti does well, gets him behind there, but he gets out-muscled too easily. Put him under. Let's go. Coop trying to work his way out there. That's going to be a throw-in for Juventus. Come on, you guys. Pick up the intensity. Let's get the pressure going. Locatelli back for Bremer. Over to McKennie. Up for Cambiaso. Back to McKennie. Moretti. McKennie back to Bremer. Does have Danilo over to the left. He's going to get it. Catalare applying a little bit of pressure. Iling Jr. now gets it. Zappacosta closing him down. Jr. eats it. Goes back to Danilo. Now over for Bremer. Cambiaso has moved in centrally. McKennie trying to go up a top four. Milik settles it. No foul, nothing doing here. Here's Iling. Dropped off for Chiesa. Oh, big save from Karnasecki. Offside. Ended up being offside the whole time from Milik there. Ah. In tight, Iling Jr. there did so well. And then Chiesa forced a big save from Karnasecki. Here we go. Trying to fly. Oh, there's Chiesa. Oh, left-footed hit. Fuck. Fuck. Come on, guys. Jesus Christ. Let's get a fucking goal here. Come on, boys. Lovely, lovely work, okay? But I expect that in the back of the net. Come on. Let's go. Keep the pressure going. Win this ball back early. There you go. Push them back. Come on. Karnasecki launching this one out to the left flank. Looked like a handball there, but Gatti wins the ball. He's carrying it forward. This is a hell of a run from the big man. Trying to dish it out. Look at him bulldoze his way in there. Well done. Trying to get this cross in. Milik. Oh, soft header in the end. That's better, though. That's better. The part that drives me nuts is when Gatti is the only guy doing shit like that. Ah. Tech into Danilo. Look, there's a couple players, Moretti and Iling, that want the ball, that are saying, let's go. Come on. Waiting for Danilo to snap out of it. There's Iling. Come on. Unlucky there. That's okay. I like the drive. Wins it back. Yes. Let's go. Feed off this, you guys. And then we get the ball to Bremer and have to wait a fucking hour. Come on. Gatti trying to go into Chiesa. Chiesa has to realize you can't back up if you're trying to hold up on an aerial ball. It's easier for the defender. Fucking hell. Go sideways and stick your arm out a little bit. Get that separation. Fuck, man. He's trying to post up like he's 8 feet tall, for fuck's sakes. God. Man, poor decision making is in our blood. Ain't that the goddamn truth? Some of these guys. Ooh, Scamacca. Somebody high up in the stands there's got a busted nose. Jesus, that thing's coming in hot. Zappacosta down. Was advantage given there? $54 minutes, 20 seconds, 1-0 down for Juventus. Come on, you guys. Find a goal here. Trying to play this one forward for Milik. He's not going to win the race against Scalvini. And Scalvini gets the clearance all wrong. Chiesa looking to start this one off quick. Ends up dropping it for Milik. Plays it in for Chiesa. Back to Milik. Or Illing, excuse me. Locatelli finding Moretti. Oh my God. Just muscled off so easily. Pasalic now on the run. Over to Scamacca. Gatti comes over to watch. Here's a right-footed shot. Big stop from Tech. That's a good hit from Scamacca. That's a big save from Tech. Goes out. It's going to be a corner kick for Atalanta. Moretti needs to seriously... fuck. And then arms up too. It's just... You got to read your position. Body. The defender's like, what's happening? You played yourself in a situation to where you're going to get out-muscled. Coop has a cross in on the corner, headed out by McKennie. Moretti giving a little bit of change. Oh, it bounces over. Chiesa battling with Ruggeri, gets the edge there. He's running at Zappacosta. Plays it out for Moretti. Takes a touch, then has a hit, and it's blocked. Just hit it on the one time. Fuck. Come on, keep the pressure going. Here's Cambiasso running at them from the right flank. Goes to his right. Oh, drills it right at Carnesecchi. Got to give our players a chance. Gatti coming in hard like a freight train. Ruggeri. Here comes Lookman. And as we open up, this is significant, okay? Scamacca coming out. Lookman going to come in. So as we open up now, very, very dynamic player. This is going to be tricky because with space, if we continue to push and press, which we should be doing, he's going to be one we have to have eyes on all the time. Bremer heads this throw in down. The ball's won by Moretti. Illing Jr. on it. Running out of options and a bad pass trying to find Luca. Not even close. Atalanta going to try to come out here. Milik giving chase. Nice slide in from Moretti. Locatelli quickly finding McKennie. Scanning. You got Chiesa way out there. He finds him. Here comes the double team. Cuts inside. Oh, for fuck's sakes. That's a money spot for you, Fede. That's where you want to be. Out on the left, space. Time to make a decision, but God, that's a brutal hit. You can't a player can't even get a hit on that or run to that, like, just sails it. Fuck. Come on. 58 minutes, 24 seconds. Let's go. Bremer sliding it out for Gatti here. Bremer to Gatti. McKennie is dropped back. He collects. Back to Gatti. And why the hell has Danilo shifted inside now? Like that. So we can't swing it out wide and we can't push our mid outside. Let's go. Gatti on it. Drops it off for McKennie. Inside for Locatelli. Puts this one forward. Gatti chests it down. And now earns a corner kick for Juventus. Or does it get called off of him? Oh, yeah, it's off of its goal kick. Oh, man. Yeah, I gave Miretti crap for taking the first touch there, but looking at where the pass was laid to him, he had to. There's no way you're going to generate power like that. Yeah, that is a foul. Thank you. No chance you're going to let that go. It's garbage. Foul through took it. Look how high he's got the studs up, for Christ's sake. Guys, get a goal. Come on. Fucking hell. And we might have to get some changes in here. Get Yildiz, get a three-man front going. I'd play him in behind. I'd play him in behind the two forwards. Here's Illing. Trying to take on Zappacosta. He does well. That's in there. Headed out. Bremer can't settle. Falls to Miretti. Miretti going back post. Illing Jr. does head it back into the mixer, but Ederson clears for Atalanta. Chiesa quickly takes a throw. Drops it back for Danilo. And he crosses it in. That's headed out. And now Lookman's on it for Atalanta. Pasalic now up ahead. Koopmeiners being watched by Bremer. Here's a cross in. Stopped by De Catalare. Played in for Ederson. And Lookman's touch let him down. Juve coming out with the ball. Here we go. Oh, fuck. That's an awful, awful ball. Oh, fuck. Just give it to his feet, for fuck's sakes. Just give it to his feet. It's crazy. Oh. This is just infuriating to watch these guys stumble over and over and over in decisions and execution and just fucking pissing moments, scenarios away. Left, right, and center. Here's Lookman. Shot ends up being weak and wide of Tech's goal. 62 minutes, 30 seconds here. Juve on the ball with Illing. No later than 65 minutes, you got to make a change here. And you do have to just you got to tip the scale to the offensive side and get somebody else out there that can work some. Bremer on it now. Can we switch this ball quick to Illing Jr., who's got acres of space there? Fuck, you have to hit the defender next to you before getting the ball to him? Make a pass. Milik to Chiesa. Look at the passing. What on earth, man? We can't hit a 6-foot pass. Holy shit. Locatelli on it. Back to Bremer. Goes over to Gatti. Inside for Miretti. Cambiaso. To McKennie. Cambiaso. Goes over for Chiesa. Inside for Illing. Oh, that's a good ball. Shit. Nobody running hard to it. Right across the face of the goal. That just needs a touch. Just needs a touch on that one. Bremer heading this one down Miretti. He can't take it down. Ederson now trying to get the ball. Does end up finding Lookman on it. Fucking soft on challenges, man. Just soft. Win a fight in the middle. Come on. Kumaners working on Danilo there. Drops off for Ederson. Now to Jim City, who's stepping forward. Back to Ederson. Pasalic and Lookman. Lookman being forced back by Gatti. This one sneaks through all the way, the through ball to Szczesny. Illing Jr. Oh, now he's just trying to beat everybody. Now he's just trying to beat everybody. Come on. Fede wins this one. Luca's on it. Pressure's coming. Here's McKennie. Dropping off for Chiesa. 3 guys there. Nice play in. Nice play in. Yes! Cambiasso! Hey! Yes! That's more like it. Come on, baby. That's more like it. Holy shit. A little bit of build-up. Imagine that. Chiesa driving the ball, plays it off for McKennie. McKennie with a great read into Cambiasso. And Cambiasso making the run into space. Finishing, get the legs going. Play with some enthusiasm. Let's go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Chiesa winning the ball back here. McKennie playing up ahead for Chiesa here. And then takes off. And then a beautiful slit. Like, just a beautiful slide pass through there by McKennie. And there's an assist. Well deserved for him. And nice finish from Cambiasso. Let's go, baby. Now let's get after the win. Okay? Enough fucking around. Now let's get after the win, baby. Okay? Let's go. Let's win this shit. I love that. Adam, let's win this shit. Let's go. Hedda Bauer's coming in now. And I don't give a shit. One, 67 minutes, 18 seconds in. Let's go. Balls with Kaneseki. Come on, Juve, push. We need this one. There you go. De Catalare battling with Bremer. Bremer's going to win that battle every single damn time. Danilo comes, cleans it up. It goes back to Tech. Ball forward. Let's go. Inside. Nice touch from... Oh, Locatelli up ahead. Miretti for Chiesa. Oh, tried to slide it through. That's okay. Corner kick for Juventus. Let's go. Let's get after this win. Come on. Andiamo. Dai. Come on. Oh. I 1000% agree. Cambiasso would be on the list next to Bremer for me. And based on what I've seen out of Vlahovic 2024, I think he's in the mix too. Everybody outside of that, let's hear what the money is. Here's the ball in. McKennie heads it down. Cambiasso opens up a shot. Oh, over Karnaseki's goal. That's it, Cambiasso. Remember what I said at half about getting Cambiaso more central inside? See what he did on that goal? Where he came from and the space? Love it. Love it. Love Cambiaso. Come on. Gatti. Push it forward. Milik. Finding Illing. Illing Jr. Pressing Jim City there on the left. Cross going back post here. McKennie settles it down. Milik, it's in! 2-1 Juve! Milik, let's go! Woo! Come on! Woo! Yes! Come on! That's it, baby. Playing with some fucking balls, boys. Some fight, some desire, some hunger. That's a hell of a finish from Milik. De Atalanta. Come on, Juve. Finish this out. Get this victory. Time to wake up. Snap out of this funk. Come on. Come on. And Jesus Christ, that's McKennie again, chesting it down. That's 2 assists. Fuck, Big Mac. Big Mac is our player of the season right now. It's insane. Insane. My God. Woo! That's more like it. The second half. Strong second half. Positive second half. Let's go. And you know what? Do not sit back by any means. No sitting back and resting on this. Play this one hard out through to the finish. McKennie winning this back. Giving it to Locatelli. Finds Illing. Oh, nicely done. Trying to find Miretti there. Got to go into the ball, man. Can't be playing that soft game. McKennie goes in there to help him. And now we see it out for a Juve throw. Beautiful, beautiful pressure, man. And to be fair, if we're watching this, we're getting a little rogue in there, man. Like, McKennie's going a little rogue. Like, positionally, it's kind of everywhere, but it's working. Like, oh, Milik tries a back heel there. Getting cheeky after the goal there. But that's okay. Danilo now to Miretti. Back to Danilo. Trying to pop it forward for Chiesa. Headed out. And now Koop Maynard's trying to settle it. Looked like handball there, but nothing doing. Look at that. Swarming the ball. Winning it back. That's what I want to see. Fuck yeah. Fight for that ball. Get it back immediately and back into our possession. And let's move up the pitch. McKennie on it now. He's spinning, whatever. He's feeling it. He's arcade mode right now. Cambiaso. Back to Bremer. And Bremer, yes, all the way forward for Chiesa. Oh, he just laid a muffin, but he had the through ball to Milik. That's the right look. Just didn't get enough mustard on it. That's okay. Atalanta now on the ball. 72 minutes, 40 seconds. They're going to work it around the back. Basilic is going to move it up for Koop Manners, who's on the right. He's got Hetebauer to his right. Ends up dropping it back. Toloi ended up finding his way into this game for Jim City. Oh, sorry, and they actually took out Scalvini to get Toloi on. I missed that one. And then Hetebauer obviously took out Zappacosta. Nice challenge there from Danilo. That's a handball. That's 2 handballs, ref, but who's counting? Holy shit, Danilo misses Chiesa by a mile. That's okay. Let's get the ball back, lads. Ederson on it. Out to the left here. Lookman dropping deep to collect. Guys, keep the pressure going. Let's go win this ball back. Hatabauer cuts inside, drops it back for Toloi. Into the Catalari. Toloi. Come on, you guys. Don't sit back. Let's win this ball. Let's win this ball. Come on, you guys. Jim City slipped through the coop. Fuck. Oh, the coop Maynard's brace. You just fucking knew it was coming, eh? Just knew it was coming. Holy fucking hell, lads. You have to just play this out at the same pressure. Why give them such an easy route back into this fucking game? Oh, fuck. Little tip there from Danilo. Fucked it up through his legs, but I don't know. That's a tough one. Fucking hell. Guys. It just... we just have to... So Keane comes on now for Milik. Hans Nicolucci Caviglia in for Miretti. It's 2-2. 75 minutes, 30 seconds. Atalanta's on the ball. Push it forward. And we got to get the pressure going again. McKennie has kind of mixed it up with Cambiaso there, and that's good. I'd keep doing that. Win the ball. We can't get the ball out. Here we go, and it's Cambiaso. He's carrying it forward. Looking for options. Lays it off for Caviglia. Over to Illing. Back to Caviglia. Inside for Cambiaso. Back out to Locatelli. Jesus, man. I just can't get over this. I just can't get over this shit. We just can't stop conceding goals. We just can't stop conceding goals. It feels like it's always one thing or the other with this team. But if you played at the same pressure that was giving them fits, that got you back in, not just into a 1-1, but into a 2-1 lead, don't let off of that. $77 minutes, 10 seconds. It's 2-2. And does this game have another goal in it? Does it have another goal in it? Hopefully it does, and hopefully it's for Juventus. Come on, you guys. Fight through. Holy shit, look at the space Coop has here. Drops it to Hatabauer. Back into the Catalare. Crossed in, back post, headed on by Lookman. Tech comes out to collect. Danilo exchanging with Tech here. Up ahead for Caviglia. He turns. Now slides it over. Locatelli. Oh, tries a nice ball in for Cambiaso. Chiesa does well. Gatti takes a shot. It's blocked. Pasalic will head it clear. Danilo comes in to collect. Plays it forward. Here's Cambiaso. Tried a one-touch into Caviglia. Danilo heads it in. Locatelli. Don't get beat there. He does. Manners and Locatelli battling there. Ah. There we go. Bremer carrying it forward, getting it to Chiesa. Chiesa's going to drop it off for McKennie. Cambiaso has gone into the midfield, which has helped us, but we need to keep the pressure to match it. Locatelli on it now. Over to his left for Danilo. Back in for Locatelli. Man, we don't even have the legs to catch up to some of these passes right now. Come on, you guys. Find that energy. Second win. Let's go. Holy fuck, Luca. That is just dog shit. That is absolute fucking Bush League shit. Absolute fucking bullshit, Locatelli. What the fuck, man? Come on. Holy Christ, man. $80 minutes, 2-2. Toloi goes down the line looking for Hadabauer. And he's running it down. Tech's on it. Now pops it up for Bremer. He's going to settle it. Feints going route one. Back to Tech. Decathlete applying a little bit of pressure. Over to the right for Gatti. He lets it run. Now launches it, but Jim City cuts it out. Lookman on it. Plays it up to Decathlete. Gatti cuts this one out. Play it forward. Let's go. We're on the run the other way. It's Cambiaso. Fuck, he's losing the ball here. He's got to be tired, man. He is running some serious ground this second half. Jim City. But you can't take Cambiaso out of this game. There's just no way. There's absolutely no way. We won't create shit without him. Yildiz might have to find his way into this game somewhere, you guys. Bremer trying to cut this one out. Gets into a little battle. Ends up tugging on Coop. Wait, and Alexandro. So Weah's coming in. Sandro's coming in. Illing Jr.'s coming off. And Cambiaso's coming out for Weah. Fuck. One of the few guys getting shit done out there in terms of creation for sure. Push back again now, and Ederson over to Ruggeri. Atalanta just moving it around, knocking it about the perimeter. Toloi now on it after Ederson gives it to him. Keane gives a little bit of pressure. Here's some pressure from Chiesa. Keane applies more. Toloi gets it over, though, to Ederson. Look at this. Just no press. Like, we're all just static. All static. Not working pressure together as a unit at all. Come on, you guys. You need the 3 points. Let's get out and grab it. Come on. Get going. Danilo up ahead to Chiesa. Over to Caviglia. Inside for Locatelli. Over to Sandro. Over to Danilo. Into McKennie. Into Chiesa. Now we go over to Gatti. Plays this up ahead for Weah. Oh my God, he takes across. There was a gap there. I thought he would have cut in and attacked it. That's okay though. Corner kick for Juventus. Come on, win it on this. Let's go. Get that third one, Juve. Come on. Get in here. Caviglia. Cross in. Get ahead to it. Oh, goes to the top. Chiesa's on it. Shots blocked. Took too long. Labeled that thing. Oh my God, Weah. Goes to the top of the area with the cross. Ederson just simply heads it clear. Locatelli collects for Juve. We've got Atalanta push back now. Got to do something. Here's Caviglia. Oh, that's a hard pass in for Keane. Tried a little back heel. Holy shit. Sandro went in hard there. We do come out with the ball. Here's Gatti on it. Back to Sandro. Over to Bremer. Oh, Bremer. Oh, Bremer. Okay. Finding Weah. Inside for Caviglia. To Locatelli. Over to Sandro. Holy shit. The cross goes haywire. We do settle it. Keane finding McKennie. Here's a cross. Go back post. It's a good one. Carnesecchi has to come out and punch it wide. It's going to go out for Juventus throw. Come on, you guys. Push. Push. Push for this third goal. Weah. Weah losing out to Lookman defensively really sums shit up for this guy. 86 minutes. Ederson on it now for Atalanta. As they move it around. Toloi on it. Sits it down for Pasalic, in for Koopmeiners. Challenge from Danilo. No foul given. Locatelli on it. Plays it over. Oh, Caviglia. No foul given. Here's Lookman running at us the other way. Cuts on Bremer. Stepped in by Sandro. Gotta figure shit out quicker, boys. Caviglia's got to know what's going down there a lot faster. Let's go. Juve throw in. Look at the mess here. Yildiz set to come on for Juve. God, that's a terrible haircut. So Yildiz coming on for McKennie. Got the ladders being taken out for Miranchuk. Looks like Backer's going to come in as well for Ruggeri. Should be getting some subs here, not subs, excuse me. Extra time added minutes. We didn't get anything in the first half, but we should get some. Locatelli on it. Locatelli trying to hit Sandro there. It's cut out. Big challenge there from Danilo. Balls at the back with Karnaseki closing down on 89th minute. Keane settles it somewhat. We still come out with possession. Bremer. Chiesa crosses it in. Cleared out by Jim City. Goes out for Juventus throw. Get this ball quick. Let's go. Where's our ball boys on the side here? Let's get the fucking ball into us. Bremer. Over to Danilo. You know what? I don't think we're going to get anything for stoppage time either. I don't think this guy's dished out any cards. There hasn't been next to nothing for stoppages. Here's Chiesa moving forward. Slotted in for Gatti. Couldn't settle it. Of all guys, Gatti makes the run. Gets him behind. Just couldn't settle that thing up for a shot. 4 minutes. We got 4 minutes. Bremer popping this one forward. Sandro earns a foul there. We got to get the ball, though. Let's go, boys. Come on. Sandro's on it. Has it out, off. Hadebauer. Way again, push back. Ball for Bremer here. Now collects. Plays it up ahead for Gatti. No foul given there. Caviglia trying to earn one there. Nothing given. Now Atalanta's running back at us. Back her over to Pasalic. Over to Lookman. And they're cut out by Chiesa coming all the way back doing the dirty work. Can we find somebody other than Bremer or Gatti with the ball? Holy shit, you guys. Get a yellow card now, 92 minutes in after Yildiz working hard, getting around his man. Ref stops us from playing it quick as Keane tried to. Snatch a late winner. Let's go. Here we go. Edit on! How the hell is that not in the fucking net? Oh my goodness. Holy shit, man. 93 minutes, 16 seconds. Yildiz getting in there on an aerial challenge. We see this one out. It is Juventus throw. There's like 30 seconds left. I don't know if anyone's pushing hard for this winner here. Feels like that would have been the last chance. That one that fell to Keane's head there. Caviglia gives it away to Lookman. Wins it back, plays it out. It's going to be a throw-in. No. That's game. That is game. 2-2, everybody. Holy shit. Oh, you guys. 1 point. So, 4 points. 4 points out of the last 21 available for Juventus. And, you guys, it's just... I saw it happen in this chat, but we're starting to see some of these things come through. And it was like, Caviglia, should be playing all it. The fact of the matter is, what we are getting is a result of everything. The truth is the roster isn't up to strength where it needs to be, okay? And this is why I do feel for Max that half of the battle is his alternatives aren't exactly game-breaking. That's part of the issue. We're seeing that, okay? But, Jesus Christ, we are so leaky at the back that we can't afford to continue giving up the battle of possession. Whatever happened at the start of the year where we were defensive, we were solid defensively, it is completely lost, okay? We are leaking goals like crazy. We are seeing it now that you can no longer play in this fashion. You can't do it, okay? Cambiaso might have to, out of need, desperate need for creation, might have to play in the midfield moving forward. That's what it's come to. McKennie, beautiful showing. Just doing what he's done all year. Busting his ass, running his ass off, and contributing through assists and helping in creation in some way, shape, or form. He's just always there and in the mix. But overall, the first half, I kind of feel like we pissed it away. Half hour of control and possession and everything, and no real energy or desire to kind of create and do anything. It's infuriating. It's infuriating to piss away that much of the match. You fall yourself 1-0 down, you scrap away, coming back to 2-1, and how did you do it? By giving Atalanta fits, no matter where they were on the ball all the time, pressing them, getting that ball back, and then you let up. You let up, and the defense has lost that solidity. It is not the same group. That confidence, that feeling, those vibes, that fortress, it's shattered. It's shattered. It's gone. We can't fall back on that anymore. And this is why it's an issue, because Max is wanting to fall back on that, and we can't. We can no longer fall back on that because the defense that was stout earlier on is shades of itself. It is gone. So you can't fall back on that. So now we are forced into evolving into something else. And it's going to have to be a style that Max doesn't want, and that's opening up, because if you don't, you're just going to waste tons of minutes throughout every single fucking game, and you're going to get to the same point where you are forced to open up anyways, so you might as well do it from the get-go and try and get after it. But sitting back on the defense is gone, and it's done, and it can't happen anymore. It can't happen anymore. This is not, of course, the worst result, because we could have lost, but it's infuriating nonetheless, because we had a victory in sight. We had a victory in sight. But you can't stop what's working, and he's got to realize that this defense is gone. I heard the commentator lose his mind at just saying that it's not this defense that can be backed on and counted on anymore, and it's proven that since this mental drop or whatever the fuck happened against Empoli. They're just leaking like crazy. And a lot of these guys need to step it up as individuals. They really, really do. Because even if I'm going to put Max aside, put him on the back burner for now, but these guys, Locatelli, I said in the pregame, was going to have a big match. He was going to have a big match. He was going to have to actually influence, okay? Talked about Atalanta mirroring Juventus. And when this happens, we are forced to go through the middle. Talked about it at halftime, why I said, you know what? Put Cambiasso in the middle. Because he's dynamic. He will make something happen. And some of our best moments in the first half were from that. Locatelli is not doing enough now, okay? So the defensive aspect of it, whatever. But in games like this, when you're controlling the ball, okay, and have good amount of control, especially in the first half, and you're able to get forward as we push them back, you have to get involved. You have to get higher up, and you have to pull the strings. His fucking decision-making was as bad as anyone else's. It was terrible. The fact that he doesn't even attempt some still not high-risk passes, but passes that will pay off offensively, he's not even attempting them. It's brutal. It's brutal. He has to step it up in those games. When it's games where, as a team, we're shelled up and we're back, okay, I can understand it, right? He's limited. He's not going to be able to just do that. But games when we are controlling, when we have possession, when we're holding, when we're pushing a team back, I need more. I need a little bit more influence there. I love Locatelli, okay? And I still stand firm that he's not a big problem at Juventus. But I say next season is make or break for this guy at Juventus. And I stand firm on that, okay? Next season is make or break for this guy. Right now, we have too much other work to do to really focus on that. But next season's make or break for Locatelli. And like I said, with the alternatives, Kostic having an abysmal season. Illing Jr. to me, guys, today didn't really show a whole lot. Okay? It's better because of how abysmal Kostic has been. Okay? The only thing we were clinging to with Kostic was the work rate and the defensive stuff, but that disappeared. So once that disappeared, there's nothing else to keep going with, okay? But in terms of the backups, it's guys, the alternatives aren't that much better, and that's why I actually do feel for whoever the hell the manager of this Juventus is, because this squad is not to the strength of a Juve squad. But in terms of Max, the attitude, the mentality, the drive from this team, it remains flat a lot of the time. But today, we did break that trend of brutal second halves, and we did good. But then that same old shit creeps up. You work so hard, you get yourselves to 2-1, and you let in a goal. Fuck, just it's infuriating at how easy it happened. Space everywhere. 2 passes went through an entire team that was sitting back. So even if the game plan we don't agree with, the guys were asleep at the fucking wheel again. 2 passes carving up an entire team that's backed up in defending. The first pass that found Pasalic, he should have never had enough time to turn around and slot easily a through ball for Coop Mainers. Complete disgraceful breakdown at the back. It's brutal. There's problems. And unfortunately for all of us, everybody, there's multiple. It's going to be difficult. So now we got 1 point out of these last 2. The tough ones to kick off March. Napoli, Atalanta. Genoa's not going to be easy either, guys. Okay? It is not going to be easy either. Then you'll have Lazio. Then we go into Coppa Italia. It's just nothing's going to come easy right now. And we gotta fight through it. But you gotta fight through it with aggression. You have to attack it. You can't be passive in waiting for this slump to just break. You have to create your fortune. And we do have to jump on it. This game was evident, and it was proof. We cannot fall back on these guys at the back right now. It's not happening. It's breakdown. So you got to play to something else. We got to play with the pressure and offense. The thing is, though, there's a lot to think about. And like I said, the individuals themselves, they have to be held accountable. The execution was pretty bad for the most part on a lot of these guys. We're going to go through the ratings. I want to hear what you all think on the ratings. Szczesny finished with a 6.4. Now, I saw a lot on that second goal. The one Koopmeiners slipped there. It took a slight deflection off Danilo and through the legs. How do you guys feel about that goal he allowed? The first one he had absolutely no chance on. But the second one, it still sucks, but I do expect a stop there. But I'm not going to crucify him on it. I think he's at a 6 or a 6.5, to be honest. Probably a 6 because outside of that, there's not a lot of work, okay? Gatti finished with a 7. I had almost our entire team at 6.5 first half. Second half, Gatti really got after it. He was a big part of us applying so much pressure to Atalanta. I respected that, and he will go up to a 7 for me, okay? He will go up to a 7. Bremer at a 7.1, I'm fine. Okay, I'm fine with a 7 on Bremer as well. Danilo, 7.1. Maybe a 6.5 level there for Danilo. A lot of frustrations there for me. As a captain, I'm looking at you to set the tone. Set the tone in tempo, pace. Give them that sense of urgency. I always felt that from Giorgio Chiellini when we needed it. The drive, even when he wasn't on the ball. 6.5. Cambiasso, 7.6 he finished with. Absolutely 7.5 for sure. For sure, 7.5. Second half, spectacular. Switching him into the midfield, great call by Allegri. Great call by Allegri. Almost got us through the finish line, okay? Locatelli, 6.7 finish with. I have him not going negative, but just at a status quo 6. Status quo. Miretti, 6.9. 6.5 for Miretti. 6.5 for Miretti, I will go. Okay. Illing Jr. at 6.4. A 6, an even 6 for me on Illing Jr. Okay. McKennie, 8.3. Easily our man of the match. McKennie. For me, McKennie. 2 assists. He was in on everything that looked dangerous in this game. And he worked his ass off for its entirety. 8, man of the match, McKennie for me. Okay. Chiesa at a 7.7. Better second half than first half. Some bad decisions here and there, but a shit ton of work rate and effort in the second half. 7.5, I think, to 7. 7, I'd put him. If I put Cambiasso to 7.5, I'll put Chiesa at a 7. Okay. And there we have it. Let's go through, see some of yours, everybody. Cambiasso, 7.5. Man of the match, Cambiasso for Wing of Winter. Absolutely fair. 4 for Luca. 5.5 for Locatelli. 4 to 4.5. 6 for Miretti. 6 for Illing. 9 for McKennie. Locatelli poor again. Yes. Chiesa, 7.5. 7 for Milik. Yeah, I'll get to Milik, who also was the other goal scorer for Juventus. He got... where was his rating? 7.7. Yeah, I'd say I had him around a 7. I don't know if I'd go higher than that. 7 for Milik, I think, is fair, so I'll agree with Sharia there on a 7 for Milik. In terms of the substitutes, Caviglia got a 6.6. Honestly, I don't even know if he stayed even for the amount of minutes he was in, only 14. 6. I'll leave it at an even 6. Moise Keane, 6.5. Absolutely not. 6. If not 5.5 for missing one that should be done better with. But I believe it was Gatti that was super close to him, so I'll give him a pass. I'm just going to say 6. Sandro, 6.7. Fuck, he came in the 82nd minute. Did like nothing. 6. Weah, 6.5. 83rd minute. They shouldn't even register scores, to be honest, coming in at the 83rd minute. So nothing there. Guys, fuck. We gotta get it going. We gotta get it going, but I can't help but feel like we screwed ourselves out of the 3 points here, taking that 2-1 advantage and falling back to a defense that has not been in the mode to fall back on. Got to change the strengths, got to change the attitude, got to change what we're trying to do to get that win, and it's proven it. Genoa will be next. Things are going to get intense. It just gets hotter and hotter around Juventus. And Calvin Jones saying if we do not beat Genoa, we'll bottle top 4 for sure. If top 4 becomes in question, don't be surprised if Juve acts out of character. I would not be surprised. Crazy times. But you guys know the drill. I thank you all for joining the watch along. You guys are fantastic. Drop a like, please. Okay, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. No matter what, I ain't going anywhere. We'll see what the hell happens. Fino alla fine. Forza Juve. Tomorrow morning, post-match podcast. Myself, Anthony, potentially another team member. And we are going to tackle all of this in depth. All your questions, save them, please, for Storm the Barn. And let's attack them all tomorrow morning, all right? So, again, no matter what, it's Fino alla fine. It's Forza Juve. We got to snap out of this. This one today really pissed me off, everybody. It really did. 2-2 draw. We'll tackle it in the morning. Enjoy the rest of your weekends. We'll see you in the AM. As always, take care. And, guys, tough times make the good times that much sweeter, okay? Let's ride it out. But stick with it and let's see what the club decides to do, okay? Let's see what happens. A lot of football left. I'm not concerned about top 4 yet, okay? I am not concerned top 4. Fino alla fine. Forza Juve. Let's change the demeanor, change the approach, and get after it. Cambiaso, our new midfielder, rest of the season. I'd do it. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Take care, everybody.
Yeah.